I could feel my heart pounding in my chest as I ran through the dense forest. Each step I took was fueled by pure adrenaline and sheer terror. The moonlight filtered through the thick canopy above, casting eerie shadows that danced around me. But my focus remained on one thing: escaping the nightmare that pursued me. It had all started innocently enough. I was driving home late one night when I noticed a figure standing on the side of the road. Dressed in a tattered, blood-stained clown costume, its grotesque smile sent shivers down my spine. But it was the dark, hollow eyes that chilled me to the core. My instincts screamed at me to keep driving, but curiosity got the better of me and I pulled over. The clown's laughter echoed through the night as it approached me with a slow, deliberate stride. I could see the anticipation in its eyes, as if it relished the fear it instilled in others. Without warning, it lunged at me, but I managed to dodge its grasp and sprinted into the forest, hoping to lose it among the trees. I ran as fast as my legs would carry me, the sound of snapping branches and rustling leaves filling the air. Behind me, I could hear the clown's maniacal laughter echoing, growing closer with each passing moment. The forest seemed to stretch on forever, with no signs of civilization in sight. I was trapped in a nightmarish maze, and the clown was the relentless pursuer. Every so often I stole a glance behind me, only to catch glimpses of the clown's pale face and wild, unkempt hair. Its eyes burned with an unholy fire, fixated on me. The branches clawed at my face and arms, leaving painful scratches. But I pushed through the pain, desperate to escape the torment that followed me. As I sprinted, my foot caught on a hidden root, and I stumbled, crashing to the ground. Panic surged through me as I struggled to regain my footing, knowing that any delay could be fatal. The clown's laughter grew louder, mocking my momentary vulnerability. I forced myself back up, the adrenaline surging through my veins once again. The forest seemed to blur as I pushed myself to the limit. My body ached, but I refused to let exhaustion claim me. I had to survive. I had to outlast the terror that hunted me. After what felt like an eternity, I caught sight of a faint glow through the trees. Hope surged within me as I realized it was the soft illumination of a nearby road. Renewed by the possibility of safety, I mustered the last of my energy and sprinted toward the light. As I burst out of the forest, gasping for breath, I found myself on the side of a deserted road. My heart sank as I realized there were no signs of life. No passing cars, no nearby houses. It was as if the world had been abandoned, leaving me at the mercy of the nightmare that pursued me. But just as despair threatened to consume me, I heard a sound from behind. The clown emerged from the darkness of the forest, its laughter reverberating through the silent night. With nowhere left to run, I prepared myself for the final encounter. The clown closed in, its grin widening, and I could see its sharp, jagged teeth glinting in the moonlight. As it reached out to touch me, a blinding light engulfed everything. I woke up, gasping for breath, my body drenched in cold sweat. It had all been a terrible nightmare, but the memory clung to me like a shadow, haunting my every thought. To this day, I can't help but shudder at the sight of a clown or the sound of laughter echoing through the night. The forest, once a place of solace and serenity, now holds an eerie presence that I can never forget. The horror of that night will forever remain etched in my mind, a reminder that sometimes the line between dreams and reality can blur into a terrifying waking nightmare.